Social media influencer marketing, human influencers and non-human influencers. Hello, my name is Diane and welcome to my episode. I will be discussing a global digital marketing trend that brands need to incorporate into their social media strategy in 2023 and beyond. And the trend is social media influencer marketing. We'll be exploring both human influencers and non-human virtual AI computer-generated influencers. While this trend has been around for a while, it is now more relevant than ever for brands to use it as part of their social media marketing strategy, and we'll discuss why. According to statistics, the global market size of the social media influencer market is expected to double by 2025 from 2020 and further quadruple by 2030. So what is social media influencer marketing? How did it emerge and evolve in the social media landscape? Social media influencers are individuals who shape consumers' perceptions of a brand or product through photos, videos, and other updates on their social media platforms. Its history dates back to the 1800s when celebrities and royals were paid to endorse products. However, the idea truly took off in 2010 when platforms like YouTube offered an opportunity for anyone, not just celebrities, to create and post content. And people perceived this content to be valuable. They perceived it to be authentic, trustworthy, relatable, and engaging. And with that, the concept of social media influencers really took off. Vine launched in 2013 with shorter format videos, making content creating easy, and the demand for more content attracted more creators. However, Vine failed to invest in its creators and ended in 2016, and around the same time, TikTok originated and kind of continued on from Vine's success, offering a platform for those creators to thrive. Then Instagram followed with Instagram Reels and YouTube with YouTube Shorts and so on. And now 1 in 5 people consider themselves as content creators. And any content creator with a following of more than 1,000 on social media is considered to be an influencer. There are micro-influencers and macro-influencers. Micro-influencers are those with a fewer than 100,000 followers, and macro-influencers have substantially a much larger following. Now, research indicates that the most popular channels for social media influencer marketing are TikTok and Instagram. And the popularity of TikTok and Instagram is projected to continue to grow in 2024. Influencers are at the heart of creating the most innovative content on these platforms. Their content resonates with people because it is fun, different, and authentically human. Research shows that almost 60% of the world's population are on social media. 66% frequently follow content from influencers, and 52% look for influencer reviews before making buying decisions. And this is why it has become essential for brands to partner up with social media influencers. Now let's explore some examples of brands that have effectively leveraged this trend to elevate their social media strategy. Statistics show that some brands work with up to tens of thousands of influencers on TikTok and Instagram, with Shein and Zara being on top of chart. Now let's delve into Shein's influencer marketing strategy. Shein was established in 2008 and now is bigger than Zara and H&M combined. Shein's brand is valued at over 100 billion and Shein is ranked as the #1 fashion website globally. How did Shein achieve such immense success? Shein's consumers are primarily the Gen Z consumers whom are heavily engaged in social media. So Shein recognized this and they went really big on social media, and they have adopted an influencer-first approach. So they heavily rely on user-generated content and influencer-generated content to promote their products. An example of Shein and influencer collaboration is Lisa Rosie doing a Get Ready With Me video series for Shein. Lisa Rosie is a social media influencer with a following of 1.8 million. and her videos generated 4.3 million views for Shein. Zara is another fashion giant who uses the exact same social media strategy. Their consumers are also the Gen Z, and again, Zara's main strategy is social media and influencers. According to Zara, Zara prides itself on turning around key fast fashion trends, and printed media times are just too slow. They need the immediacy and the impact of the Instagram influencer to reach their audiences whilst their items are still in stock. Now, many brands have also adapted to using virtual influencers, and research shows that consumers are on board with virtual influencers. Nearly half of people who follow social media personalities are interested in following a virtual influencer, and surprisingly, virtual influencers have almost 3 times more engagement rate than real human influencers. Some luxury brands like Balmain and Dior use virtual influencers to promote their latest collections. So where relatability is not necessarily a key component, for example, if you're not a skincare brand where consumers need a real human to try on your products and give honest feedback, then you can also work with virtual influencers. Here are the potential benefits and outcomes of adopting this trend in your social media strategy. So number 1 is brand awareness. You can immediately get your products and services in front of hundreds of thousands of people. For example, an Instagram influencer can instantly enhance your brand visibility by doing a 15-second product review on their Instagram Reels or stories. Another reason is that it is cost effective. According to research done by Digital Marketing Institute, brands get up to $5.78 return on investment for every $1 they spend, and the top 13 brands earn up to $20 for every $1 they spend. According to Influencer Marketing Hub, social media influencer marketing has 11 times more return on investment over all other forms of digital media advertising. Another reason is credibility and trust. As discussed earlier, consumers trust influencers. And according to research, 52% of consumers look at reviews from influencers before making a buying decision. And 66% frequently follow content from the same influencer to be in the know and to become influenced over their purchasing decisions. Another reason is engagement. According to the survey by Smart Insights, people think that influencers create the most innovative content, which is relatable and consumers can engage with and share. So research also found that influencer endorsements can increase engagement, but also customer loyalty. Because this trend has been around for a while, it is now getting more competitive. To gain a competitive advantage, brands should smartly allocate budgets by choosing the right influencers and managing posts to get the most engagement. They can get help from influencer marketing agencies whom have a lot of experience and a wide network of influencers that they choose carefully. Brands need to be wary of other risks, such as influencers getting involved in scandals and potentially harming the brand's image, since influencers represent the brand. Some influencers are untrained and they may post misleading content or use editing apps to retouch and alter their body images, which can potentially be harmful to consumer well-being. Therefore, brands need to research influencers thoroughly to ensure they match the brand's values and they're authentic and trustworthy. Brands need to find credible influencers who genuinely seem like they'd use the product. This often means working with smaller influencers, as research also shows that smaller influencers have more engaged followers. In summary, consumers trust influencers. They perceive their content to be authentic and relatable, and influencers create fun and engaging content on social media that people like to follow. 60% of the world's population is on social media, 52% check influencer reviews before making a purchasing decision, and 66% frequently follow the same influencer to be in the know and be influenced. The future outlook of the trend is that consumers are becoming increasingly reliant on influencer content and user-generated content as social proof before making purchasing decisions. This trend is also adapting and evolving with AI virtual influencers offering brands more flexibility, more credibility, and more affordable options. For example, there is less reputational risk when working with a virtual influencer compared to working with humans who may act inappropriately. Brands will also have total control over the content posted by virtual influencers since the content is AI and computer generated. Virtual influencers can also work around the clock, which means being available to engage with the audience 24/7 and promote more products. Additionally, brands can establish longer partnerships with virtual influencers since they never age or die. Whether to partner up with human or virtual influencers is dependent on the brand's campaign goals and objectives. Human influencers are in demand as more people use their honest, authentic, relatable, and fun content before making a purchasing decision. Depending on your brand's and campaign's goals, especially if relatability is not your main message and the goal is experimentation, full control, and a consistent brand personality available 24/7, virtual influencers become a viable option. You may choose to work with both human and non-human, micro and macro influencers. As we've discussed earlier, some brands work with up to tens and thousands of influencers, and some have adapted to using virtual influencers, and they all present their benefits. As AI gains popularity, blending the physical and virtual worlds appears to be the way forward. The key takeaways from this episode are that if not already implemented, brands should incorporate social media influencer marketing into their overall social media strategy. This trend has the potential to significantly shape the future of your brand, and research suggests that it will continue to grow substantially, further evolving as AI gains more and more popularity. Hence, it has become increasingly important for brands to stay adaptable and keep up with these evolving trends. The episode also provides practical insights for brands to kickstart their influencer marketing efforts and gain a competitive edge. This includes considerations such as collaborating with influencer marketing agencies, conducting thorough research on influencers to ensure alignment with the brand's vision and purpose. Thank you for listening. I hope you found the information useful. If you have any questions on this topic, please get in touch.